We're going to create our array that stores each of our products, so an ID, a headliner, images, description, and so on. We're going to store this in our products here because that's where we want to show our list. So scroll down to your scripts, your export default, and let's create the data one. Oops, not that one. The data one again here. So parentheses like we did before. And then I'm just going to copy paste this, and I'll possibly put this into the description of the YouTube, so you can just copy paste it or create your own. Basically, it's a product that is an array, and inside the array we have an object that stores information. So the first one will be ID for mine, one called headliner, that's some island placement, that is a number, and remember to divide them by comma separations here, and description, and then over here price, and then I have something called an IMG link. So I found pages, I found some pictures online that I'm just referring to. I didn't store anything on my computer. You can do either one. Grab something online you think, copy the image address and paste it in here like so, so it's a string, and then end it, and then you do the next one. But I'll copy this one down so you can reuse it, or you can type it all again. So if you want to type it all again, this is the first part, and you can break it here, and this is the next part, right? Or in your case, I'll just make it easier for you, just so you can see one of them. Description, price, image link, and that, right? So this is the structure for one of these, right? Cool. We have 5, 6 different elements in here. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, so we have 6 different items in our object. Cool. This is what we want. So let's try to print out all these 3 products into our V card here. So these 3 down here, we really don't want them anymore because we want to just reuse this one up here. So let's grab from the flex part here and all the way up here. Let's do it correctly. Yes, so these 2 flexes down here, delete those. We just want to use this one up here. And then just cleaning up the HTML a little bit so it's better like that. Alrighty. First thing I want to fix is here. The name is not top 10 because this is going to change depending on each of our products, right? So we first need to do a loop that goes through all of our products down here, right? So we want to use the flex here. And this is where we want to start our for loop. So for each time it's going to create an actual card, right? So in the for loop after this one, we're going to create our v-4, like so. And in this one, we just want to use the parentheses. We want to put in product and the index one in this case. So we have that one. And it's going to be in products with an S. Whoops, spelled it correctly, unlike me. So for each product, there is in products. So this is just what we're storing it. This is the name we're storing each iteration in. Still a red line, so let's add the key. And in our case, it's just the index here. We don't really need it that much. But right now we're looping through all 3 products, and that means we'll have 3 once we print this out. If you do a save now, it's just going to do this 3 times with this. So we want to switch out a text here with the text for each headline. Cool. How we do this is delete this, do interpolation, and the first one was called, what was it called? And it's called headline, right? We don't need the ID, just something we use for the link. So the first one, headline, we punch that in, so let's go. Product, headline, whoopsie-daisy. That's the first one. Let's just quickly see if this works. So before we continue too far. So right now we have you can see it's up here. Some islands, really high steel structure, cities with many light bulbs. It's because it's white on white background. Not fair. Awesome. So we know we need to reuse this for the other positions. So next one is number 10. And that's not product headlines, that's the placement down here. That's called number 1. So instead of headline, we do placement. Awesome. Next one is description. Whoopsie-daisy. And remove the W in front. And description, yes please. And we just go through everything. So the next one will be the price. So instead of description, we do price because it's called price right there. And what else do we need? We need the image link, right? Right now it's not working. So this is almost the same, right? We're just like clicking the button here. Awesome. So let's fit in the images. This is how they're doing it right now, but we can't really use this when we are grabbing the the URL from our array down here. So we need to change this a little bit inside Vue. And how we do this is we're going to bind the data to this image source here. So we do v-bind, and then we do for the source here, and then we do in here. And now we can paste in our, similar to before where we do this, but we don't use interpolation now. We just type where it needs to look. So product dot what was it called, img link, and let's click save. Let's see if this works. So now the images are inside here. Now it's real close to this one. We just need to style the headline here for everything to be the same. So let's quickly do this as well. And what we want to change is actually this one in here, the span here, because that's where our headlines, but we don't really want to use a span anymore. We want to use a router link, because like we have on top here, clickety click, 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 we want to have somewhere we can actually, like once we click the headline, it's going to go here. So let's do this real quick. Let's create a router link like so. And in here, we are just going to print out again the name, which was product.headline. And let's just make sure it still looks the same. So we have an error. What did I do wrong? Oh, right, there's nothing called a head link. It's called a headline. Whoops. So we have it. No here, no here, no here. I know. Let's just continue, because it's going to, router link wants something also I need to do correctly, and needed to do outside like this. Definitely not an error. All right, so here we just need to add a little bit more, because router link needs to have this bind or to, so we know where to send it, right? So let's just do this real quick, easy, click, click, and let's just send it here for now. Hopefully it doesn't break anymore. So now we can actually see it's back, so it's just looking for the to. So if you have this, you click this, you go to the front page. That's not awesome, but it's fine for now. All right, let's just style this real quick. And I'm just gonna add an ID in here so we can style it. I'm just gonna call this header-link and save. And down here in my style, I'm just gonna style it a little bit so it looks like the one I have on my page, right? So we're gonna use the A here, and because it's a link, and we're going to go to the header-link like so. And you don't have to style this if you don't want to, but that's all right. And we just want to switch the color to FFFF. There we go. And we also want to font size, and we want to have 18 black screen. I didn't know if you did, but whatever, 18 pixels. And the next one I want to use font weight, so let's make it a little bit more skinny. And let's go 100, let's go 300, it's not entirely skinny. I want to add some padding for this. That's 5 pixel top and 10 at sides. And text decoration, let's have none for that, text decoration. So remove the first underline, and we want to create the background color, which I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a black background color, but I also want to make it transparent, so I just add 999, that's like 60% transparent. So there's actual 8 numbers here. And the last thing I want to use is just, I want to create a border at the bottom. And I want to create a 1 pixel solid, and let's give it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. And that's one too many. Right, let's just see if this works. So it's similar. I may have forgotten something with padding. Yes, XP, that doesn't work. PX, like so. Woo, now we go. Now it's easy, it looks the same. Cool. So the next video, I'm going to show you the next part of this Vue routing here.